Good evening, people. I am Mitul from Spykar, and he's my colleague Sriram. They are tech partners from GoFind. So today we are here to say a small success story on how actually the Omnichannel for Spykar worked out. So what were the initial problems we faced and how did we overcome? And now today we are one of the largest retail brand in India who's expanded the omni-channel business with the most difficult struggle of having a complete franchisee network. So that was a key struggle on which I think that's a real world problem which most of the brands in India are facing, and we've managed to overcome that. So we've made a small deck on that. So yeah.
Am I audible? Yeah. So I think everybody in the room understands what omnichannel is. Okay, so what we are trying to show here is a real world problem that we had, how we applied it to a business and then applied omnichannel on top of it. Okay, so because Spykar is a completely franchisee owned business, the typical problems that you have is integrating all the inventory from all different sellers and then basically listing them on different marketplaces. And traditionally, franchisees are always family-led businesses. They don't understand the concept of retail. They are there to probably just make the money. Okay, whatever margins they get from a good brand, that's what they want to do. So the retail operations part of it, running a store well, ensuring that we do fulfillment from the stores, maybe they understand it, maybe they don't. Okay, so for a brand, the biggest problem is ensuring that whatever e-commerce or whatever online orders that we get, they get fulfilled by the franchisee stores. So I think the biggest problem is ensuring that these guys do the paperwork. So any marketplace that you want to list, so there's a ton of paperwork. There's a ton of things that the franchisees need to do, whether it is cataloging, pricing, ensuring that all their inventory is up to date in their point of sale systems. So because that was a problem, and I think Spykar started off by listing multiple sellers on marketplaces. They had close to 400 odd stores, 300 odd stores, and I think that was around 35 sellers. So listing each of these franchisees on different marketplaces, that was a long drawn process, and I think it took anywhere between a month to list one particular seller on any one marketplace. So just imagine the 5 or 6 marketplaces that you want to list. And for Spykar as a brand to have their entire inventory available on, say, a Myntra, that was next to impossible. And I mean, it's just the pain to kind of list all of these people on one particular marketplace. And even when that was done, imagine who gets the buy box, okay? Which franchisee is going to get the buy box? You're not sure, okay? And then the problem about price modulation, problem about fulfillment, efficiency for different stores. Some franchisees would not even fulfill online orders, okay? So what we realized that because it's such a big problem, we devised a solution where we were able to kind of create a master brand or a master seller, which was Spykar, and all of these other franchisees, they were mini sellers, and we were able to kind of create a parent-child architecture and attach all of these sellers under the Spykar master brand. So for Amazon or Myntra or any other marketplace, there's just one seller, which is Spykar, the master brand, and all the inventory and all the stores were all fulfillment locations, and they were all under one seller. So the listing process on a marketplace was just one-to-one, one Spykar franchisee and one particular seller on the platform. And the advantage of this was we could truly be omni-channel. So say an order comes to franchisee A, that store probably is not able to fulfill it. As soon as they reject that order, it goes on to another franchisee. Now that product might have been available with another franchisee. We would never have been able to hop that order onto the other franchisee unless we had this solution. So in effect, Spykar had 300 stores, 300 fulfillment locations across the country, and any order, obviously the chances of order fulfillment were higher. So yeah, so I think that's the solution that we built.
So what we basically did was, initially when the problem statement was there, this was something our overall system looked like in the beginning, when each stores was trying to get associated with each marketplaces, And the problem which he mentioned was faced by each of the problem and the retailers, wherein all the reconciliations and payments, SPF policy, and etc., what they had to maintain, which basically our retailers are not really equipped of. So that's what the main problem. So something of this was the problem, and we initially saw in the first year of the business that there was no growth. So then ultimately we made some overall changes into our systems, and then this is what our new system was actually looking like now, as of now, wherein this is one overall system. And yeah, so overall, all the stores, almost 250 plus stores, all our warehouses, 3PL warehouses, all together's inventory comes together into one OMS system, consolidated under one seller. All the inventory goes to all of the marketplaces real time. This also includes our endless aisle in-store applications and our D2C business, which is Spykar.com and Underjeans website also. So this has actually helped us in growing to 3x of our businesses in just mere 1 year of business. So this was like a major game changer for us, wherein now we can actually look at having a self-sustained omni-channel model, which can be at par ads of retail or an MB or an LFR business, which we can. So of course now, because of this, 95% of our retail stock is always available online. There is no dedicated stock required for online business. There's always a price parity between the offline business and the online business, which helps the customer to give up omni-channel experience. There is a 35% growth on our fresh sales products business also, which right now today contributes to approximately 14% of our retail business and 20% of our overall e-commerce business. Of course, with coming partners like Myntra's, Magic Pin, we can now deliver fashion apparels also to the customers within 2 hours in a day. Yeah. And of course, here being a franchisee model, the franchisees also get an option to really earn extra compared to what they were doing from the offline business, because this is like an added incentive to them. So which normally, along with the offline business, fulfilling these orders, we provide them additional incentives also. So this was our success story. Like I said, this is the overall growth perspective which we really faced out by these changes. Now, basically talking about what next. So the next future aspiration for us is to go completely D2C, wherein we've associated with Green Honchos, and where we look at actually another major challenge here was to associate our whole 250 stores onto a major platform like Shopify. So Shopify has been basically an international platform which is not yet equipped for omni-channel business, wherein they do not have the flexibility onto their basic platform wherein you can add multiple locations. But now we actually crafted out a solution wherein all the locations can be combined together and push inventory to Shopify. Also with returns APIs, which is not available by Shopify, but now we've managed to clear that. And now all the locations are being pushed to Shopify. And of course, Shopify being a very flexible platform also, where you all have the flexibility to have your own changes at a flick of a button also. And there's no dependency on any kind of an agency to make changes. So that's the benefit we've got now with Shopify. And the growth perspective is to look at Spykar.com in the coming year. Yep, that's it. Thank you.